I just wanted to make a quick video on these Makita track saws. This here is the 40 volt. These track saws don't actually run, the blade doesn't run perfectly straight. It runs with a certain amount of toe in. The front of the blade is actually closer to the material that you're cutting under the track than what the back of the blade is. Now, it's only a very small amount. I can't find anything on any of the Makita sites, but if you have a look at the Festool tolerances, it states that between the front and the back, there should be about 0.015 of a millimeter. So I've been trying to calibrate this saw. These are different to the Festools. The Festools have 2 screws at the back that you can access and 2 screws at the front that you can access from the top. Whereas these Makitas, you have to access them from underneath. It'd be those 2 and those 2. So you can see here, this is the difference between the front of the blade and the back of the blade. This is dialed in. I've spent the last probably half an hour to an hour getting this perfect. I've been dropping the saw in halfway, making the cut, and then coming back, and then coming to where the back of the blade was, and bringing the front of the blade in, and that shows me what the difference is between the back and the front of the blade. Just give you a quick demonstration of how I've done it, and hopefully it'll save a lot of other people some time. Sure would have been good if there had been some more videos online, but I thought I'd make this little one for you. I bring the saw back, I drop in, I just bring the saw to where I dropped the back of where I dropped in, and that shows me how much closer the front of the blade is to the workpiece and the back of the blade is. I've actually been using some feeler gauges. So this feeler gauge here is 0.015. And probably not a very accurate way of doing it, but I've just been putting the feeler gauge up against the workpiece and feeling if there's a lip. And that's pretty good. So that's pretty well perfectly dialed in. Thanks for watching. Another thing I should mention with these track saws, when they first come out of the box, this one here from the factory was quite a bit out with the toe in. It was about 0.5 mil. So that lip was actually 0.5 mil, actually probably more than that. It was probably nearly a millimeter between the front and the back of the blade. Also, it was set very, very close to the aluminium. You can see there's only a little bit of rubber left there. So what I've done is when I've set this, I've moved the base as far as I can that way, so that when I replace the rubber on this track, it will actually be quite a bit further away from the aluminium. This here is not very good. You can see how I've adjusted it. It's hard to see because it's black on black here, but okay. So you can see on the white there, so this is the plywood and the rubber's all the way back in there. That's how it was out of the box, and this is where I've adjusted it to.